War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
You're awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
There we go. Let's turn this down. Hello, everybody.
Can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Goodsprings. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out.
Thank you so much for the $20 donation.
Needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
A homunculus is? It's like a it's like a small head that's been shrunk.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet.
Two bears high-fiving.
Good.
Oh, that's not good. Let's see, controls. That is already maxed out, huh? Gameplay, very hard.
Why don't you walk down to the end of the room, over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now.
A 1999 Lincoln Town Car. I guess your air conditioning's out. Alright.
Looking good so far.
Just to refresh myself, I haven't played through this game in probably about
We'll learn right
a
quick
decade
about
or more. It doesn't take a good PC to play this game. Like, the Let's Play will be on PC. Most likely. But, like, I've wanted to play through it again just to, like, refresh all the character interactions and things of that nature. So we're going to go and dump Charisma, like always. I feel like the perfect score for Intelligence is 8. Go up here, here, here. So we got 2 more. We can do 7 Luck, 7 Agility. Let's run with that. That's what we're going to do. 5 Strength. That means this we can get up to 8 Strength with like a perk. 6 Perception, 6 Endurance, 1 Charisma, 8 Intelligence, and a Juck. That's what we're gonna go with.
Must be some front.
Charisma is a kind of a dump stat.
Well, we don't
What Charisma does in this game is every point Charisma, your companion does 5% more damage and defense, and it also like makes perks such as like barter and stuff like that. It makes it more, gives you more stats in starting out.
All right. I'm gonna say a word, I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
Cat.
House.
Shelter.
Night.
Day. I guess sleep.
Bandit.
Beat up. I guess stab. Dark. Caretaker. I'm not one for conflict. Strongly disagree.
I ain't giving.
We'll just punch through this. It doesn't matter. We're going to change shit anyway. Oh! That's two bears high-fiving. It's not a choice. Light in the darkness, bearded man, a mushroom cloud, a head on the pillow. But that's seriously two bears high-fiving.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
Alright. So, we're going to switch melee weapons off for unarmed, and we're going to go with this.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot.
This is the vanilla version of Fallout New Vegas on the Xbox 360. We could do good-natured because we'd lose 5 to guns and stuff, but we're not going to do that.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
So, smoke break. So before we get started on the game, I want to show you one of my favorite Fallout videos online. You guys down for that? So let's pause this. We're going to go over here to desktop. We're going to properties. And we're going to click... Not that button. I guess that button. That's fine. We're going to go over here. We're going to play this.
By the rivers of Babylon there we sat down. Yea, we wept, when we remembered Zion. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it even to the foundation. O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. Do you know what it means? You're not so certain. Fair enough. There is much to be skeptical of in this world, so it no longer surprises me to learn how many people don't really believe in anything. We all have doubts. Blessed are they that have not seen, and yet have believed. We all go through periods of darkness. In a world filled with misery and uncertainty, it is a great comfort to know that, in the end, there is light in the darkness. And look in your heart. The light of the mind alone cannot burn away all darkness. But it's good to have friends. For many of us, the road is a difficult one, but the path is always there for us to follow, no matter how many times we may fall. After I failed Caesar and he had me burned alive, thrown into the Grand Canyon, I survived because the fire inside burned brighter than the fire around me. I fell down into that dark chasm, but the flame burned on and on. It never stops burning. My skin. Every day I have to unwind the bandages and replace them with fresh ones. Exposing my body to the air is like living through it again. But it's better to be clean than comfortable. The next morning, I woke up and crawled out of the northern edge of the Grand Canyon, that cursed place. It was as though the prodigal son had returned. They welcomed me like I had never left, never done anything to shame them. When the walls come tumbling down, when you lose everything you always have family. And your family always has tribe. The fire that had kept me alive was love. Their love. God's love. I will never be able to repay the debt I owe to them. but I must try.
One of my favorite characters. As Joshua Graham, one of my favorite characters. And the thing about that in this game is he's just a DLC character in the grand scheme of things.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking.
You back on the Xbox, old friend? Nah, right around
Was my
Timo.
wife.
Just playing Fallout New Vegas.
I think she was about your size, and she hardly.
Thank you for the
walked
20
out of the vault. Felt it was
Danish.
brazen. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon.
I knew about the skill to exploit, but I don't do it. I don't do exploit.
Too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
Cool. Now we need to loot the house. If you have repair, you can repair right here and grab this. There's a physician's and a pair of reading glasses here. Doctor's bag. If you have 25 science, you can do this. And you can make psycho stim packs or something of that nature. So here's a little going away present. Gives you a little bit of everything. And the refrigerator is always going to be an atomic cocktail, usually. Well, I guess not. Alright. So we grabbed everything of value. Grab the hat, too. Yeah. This is not one of those places where we do challenges. This is just me playing through the game again. So first thing I usually like to do is I like to go over to Victor. Let's talk to Victor.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
Go heal Snuffles. I don't know if I had the medicine for that.
I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B.
Yeah, Pablo. I have played Fallout 1 and 2.
Brothers, tell him Victor says howdy. I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they had run off, I dug you up.
This is console CUDA.
Turns out you were.
I like most of the Fallout games. Like I even like Brotherhood of Steel. Hey Jake, thank you for the £2. Will you be playing Starfield next time it's out? Yes, I will be.
Before that, I can't quite seem to recall.
My favorite Fallout is New Vegas.
Anyway, it's a right peaceful town.
I know Tim Kaine. Like I don't know if you noticed, but I put a couple messages on his YouTube videos. I asked him how he didn't really answer me, but I asked him how he went about doing difficulty.
Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that. Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
So I like to go raid Victor's shack. Because Victor's shack has a weapon repair kit, 2 scrap metal that we'll need later for Eddie. And a couple other things. What's up, Big Horner? One of the things I'd like to suggest if you're starting off with Fallout New Vegas is that don't skimp on like unarmored melee, because early on unarmored melee is everything. Here's something that Fallout 4 kind of changed that always kind of bothered me. This is a fission battery right here, and it's powering like Victor's shack. Once we get to Primm, I'll show you something else, because they like Bethesda changed a lot about the game, especially with like the vaults. Because in the town of El Dorado, big iron on his head. There should be more than one piece of scrap metal here. Big iron. I'll probably be doing everything in the game. Dead Money, the whole nine. I'll probably be doing them in order. So I won't be like jumping into DLC to grab certain weapons. I hope you and Cheese can make amends. There's so much division already in the world. Sucks seeing on stream as well. Nothing but love. Well, thank you, Ines. Thank you for the other day where you donated 5 as well. You ready for Death Claws? Yeah, I got my fighting gloves on right now. See how much about this game I remember. There's usually 2 mantises like right out here. But I don't know if they'll spawn until after Sunny comes out. So like my first thing here is I want to grab... spike knuckles of some sort, and the first pair of spike knuckles, I think I can buy a pair, I'm not sure, but like first pair I know for certain is way out there where you talk to the Great Khans. Yo, Wings, give Expand a holla holla. Who's Expand? I'm looking who Expand. What is his name? Expand? Expand Dong. Hey, Expand Dong, how you doing, buddy? Let's walk around Doc Mitchell's house. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit of a slow play, so if you're expecting me to make large chunks of the game like I normally do... Did I steal that? I did steal it. But it didn't really count against me. We're not going to go in here yet because, like, this is where Ringo's at. Look, I'm not going to go steal the Chinese book. I let's played this game twice, and my second was a complete let's play with energy weapons, which you know, I said was gonna be my last let's play of the game, which I meant it, but like I now have deleted that let's play, so I feel like it's time to go back and redo it, because one thing I've always wanted on my YouTube channel was a let's play probably one of my favorite games of all time, Fallout New Vegas. Before you talk to Sunny, it's best to go up here and grab the bobblehead, because once you talk to Sunny Smiles, I think mantis spawn near the schoolhouse and bloatflies spawn up here. We'll buy a shovel and do these graves as well. Like you can kind of hear people talking here. This is where you got dug out of. So let's go talk to Chet. When we talk to Chet, I remember this part vividly. Chet lets you know that matter of fact, let's talk to Easy Pete first. I want you to compare Easy Pete's conversation to Chet's conversation.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you?
Let's turn it up a little bit.
The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though, if you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say.
Influence history. What's going on with Lopez Podcast? We're supposed to get together and do like a test episode because like Keemstar is busy with like the next boxing event, and we're pretty much just waiting on his approval and everything. Skyrim, Fallout, or Souls for the rest of your life? Do I get new games with it? If so, Fallout, Skyrim. Why do they call you Easy Pete?
Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin.
Thank you for $2, Jake.
Nah. Means I poke through old buildings looking for working tech and such. Some folks just call it salvaging, but never liked the term. Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look for the good stuff. Guns, chems, spare parts.
Hold up.
Good money in it.
So Creator Clash lost $250,000 in donating nothing to charity? I missed your dono earlier? Let me go back and look, man. Let's see. Akita, you did. Hell yeah, dude. Let's go Fallout. Well, thank you, dude, for the $2 as well. I mean, I think I said it before, like, Creator Clash 2 had no promising fights. You know what he should do? He should hold an event where everything goes to charity and fight Sam Hyde.
Nope. Had a pretty good claim once.
I know you won't know, but I'm talking about, but I don't need answer. I'm on this too. Should I farm for a God Roll grenade launcher or a God Roll linear fusion rifle? Linear fusion rifle. Grenade launchers are area effect weapons. They're only good for like crowd control. Linear rifle sounds like it'd be better for like a boss or some sort. Pizza Ranch. Great to watch you play this. That clip of the Birdman earlier was awesome. But thank you, Pizza Ranch. That's Atomic 4-Piece. He has some other stuff in there too if you want to watch him. It's a good channel.
Don't get me wrong. The NCR's got a lot of decent folk in it. It's just that they make you part of them whether you like it or not. Towns like Goodsprings and Primm don't stay independent for long. Not if you've got something the NCR wants. Still, the NCR keeps the Legion away.
This is a good talking point here with the NCR and like the Legion, for example. Like if you talk to like traders in this game, traders actually like Caesar's Legion more so than the NCR because the NCR takes taxes and they mistreat them. And the NCR kind of like absorbs anything into it because nobody has their own independent militia to stand up against them. Like you either pay the NCR taxes and you become part of them, or they wipe you out. But like they're poised to be like considered the good guy. And like I like the fact that how Easy Pete plays here, because Easy Pete is 100% probably the honest person in this game, and he's about to say something else right here. Let's hear him talk about the Legion.
They're slavers.
Hey, Ray.
Led by a guy named Caesar, or Caesar. Not sure how you're supposed to say it. A couple of years ago, they tried to take over Hoover Dam, but the NCR beat them back. The NCR didn't or couldn't finish the job, though. The Legion's got its strength back and is getting ready for another round at the dam. My money's still on the NCR winning, but you never know. We've been hearing stories about legionaries on the Nevada side of the river, so keep a gun handy. You don't want to get caught by them.
So he says something that a lot of people gloss over, especially a new player, that Caesar has two variations of his name. If you're loyal to Caesar, you call him Kaiser. If you're unloyal to Caesar, you call him Caesar. You hear that people pronounce his name depending on where their loyalties lie. And you could catch people in quests during this to let you know if they're like Legion like spies. So if somebody's really for the Legion, they'll call him Caesar. If they don't really have loyalty to him, he'll be known as Caesar.
The dam powers a lot of New Vegas, and then there's all that clean water lying in Lake Mead, too. Anybody who owns the dam owns the territory.
He tells you right there there's clean water in Lake Mead, which you learn later that Mr. House saved New Vegas from being nuked at all, and that's why the dam is so important, because it's completely still intact and it can create electricity.
Meat and hide, mostly. Can't put a pack on them. You just lay down until you take it off. Can find a bunch of wild ones high up in the hills, but gotta be careful around them. They can put up a decent fight if cornered. The machine? Harmless, no matter what Trudy says. She thinks it's hiding something, but I think it's just a broken down relic with no place to be.
One thing I've never understood
Keep your gun handy
is why Victor showed up in the towns 15 years before you did.
Critters move in there sometimes.
Like, I know Mr. House has a plan in play, but you're not the courier that was supposed to carry this. It was supposed to be Courier 5 that carried this, and you're Courier 6. Courier 5 passed on carrying the platinum chip. This game is 13 years old at this point. So let's go talk to Chet. Like, Chet is more worldly than Pete.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for.
Do you know anything about the people who attacked me?
The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their
he knew what Great Khans are, but Easy Pete didn't.
Them being enemies with the NCR.
That means Chet's hiding something. Like, in this game. Like, because Easy Pete knew about the Legion and different things, but he didn't know who was with Benny. But Chet recognized them as Great Khans. Could he be a former Great Khan?
Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it. If you ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. It's the best casino in the city. You won't regret it. Word of advice.
He tells you to go to the Gomorrah,
Between the NCR
which is a drug casino.
Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the strip. They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got something they want. The Great Khans deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by Great Khans.
Which I don't know if he's saying that as total, because you know Myron made Jet in Fallout 2. Because Jet was the new drug in Fallout 2 because it wasn't in Fallout 1. But maybe they just make the variations in this area.
Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robots. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's got to be a good thing, right?
Yeah, you're saying they retcon Myron's story?
Can do.
Alright, we're going to sell some extra stuff. We're going to sell the weathered pistol. Because, like, I don't want anything that's somebody won't have. Armored vault suit can go. So the whiskey. Carton of cigarettes. Empty sunset balls are worth $1 each. Baseball glove. Braxo, pilot light, Nuka-Cola truck. Tin can. Alright, what we want to look for here is we want to look for brass knuckles of some sort and a plasma pistol. We want the shovel. There's a plasma pistol here. So let's go ahead and grab it. We're going to grab the leather armor. We're also going to look for anything that's a mod for like the varmint rifle. We could get... I don't think we have the money for that.
Another satisfied customer.
Turn that shit off. I hate Johnny Guitar. Worst song in the whole game. Alright. Plasma pistol is going to be your highest damaging pistol in the early part of the game. And if you can get that mod, it's going to really carry you. So let's go talk to Sunny Smiles.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry. She won't bite unless I tell her to.
Oh God, it's on that. It's in here too.
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
This game will make you hate Johnny Guitar. I'm just letting you know this.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them. That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim.
This increases your spread.
Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along? Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
Johnny Guitar was a Wings detractor. There's some good songs in this game, but Johnny Guitar is not one of them. You don't see Sunny Cheeks in her Mad Max armor? Slowly walking our way over here. Jingle, jingle. Certainly, I'll blow Megaton up for you. Why am I doing the tutorial? Because if you do the tutorial, you get an extra 70. You get a healing powder and an extra 70 rounds of 5.56. You also get a thing of fresh water, and you get good reputation.
Behind me there?
So, like, but if you get the plasma pistol, which you can get even if you don't have Gunrunner's Arsenal. So just... Plasma pistol will take very easy care of these guys. Talk to Sunny.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along.
Fallout water, yeah.
It'd be worth a few caps to me. Shouldn't take more than a couple
You'll see,
minutes,
she's going to give us some more 5.56 here.
Me.
Come down here, and we'll finish them off. We don't have very good energy weapon skills. We should be good. There we go.
Help! Holy moly. If you hadn't come here like you done, I'd be a goner for sure. I came up here to draw water, but here, you should have what I got. You look thirsty.
There we go.
Now that was some good work. Even got a little exciting there at the end. Here's a little spending money for the trouble.
Get lashed to the cross, profligate.
Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested?
Couldn't hurt.
All right then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander.
Why would you want to apply that to his teammate?
Let me think now. I know I've seen Brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
Alright, so we don't have any more plasma right now, so we're just gonna hook up the varmint rifle, which we have 170 shots, but our highest skill is unarmed. So let's go ahead and fly back to Goodsprings, which I'll show you if you don't want to do this, but I'm trying not just to go out the tutorial area. If you go just a little past the fire, you can get both of these ingredients. I'm playing this on very hard. We got our boxing gloves. NS, which Fallout vault would you be loved to be in or hated to be in? Wasn't there that one guy with 99 women? I'd hate to be in that vault, but... There we go. I'm going to use the weapon repair kit on my boxing gloves. There we go. Also probably can buy some more boxing gloves. There's also Brock flower up by the graveyard, so we're going to go up there too. Let's hit chat up again. I want to see if I can buy some boxing gloves and maybe some more energy cells.
You looking to buy some supply?
Alright. He does have boxing gloves that can buy. Get here. Weekly. We'll take that one. I'm looking for any kind of varmint rifle upgrades. I know they haven't upgraded the thing here. Energy cells. Let's get 30. We're going to sell the 9mm machine gun right now. No, we're not. We're not going to sell that just yet. Sell the beer.
Give me a shout if you need anything.
Alright, so now we can repair our boxing gloves. Make them a little bit better. They don't have much DPS, but they inflict fatigue damage, which we'll use in a bit. Alright, so we got there, cool. They're sending pizzas and shit. Hello. See, like, this guy's completely knocked out right now. So, like, you can, as long as you keep hitting him, there's nothing he's gonna do. Like, this thing does fatigue damage. They take a while to kill things, especially with your unarmed so low. But you also could do this and switch over to, like, this weapon and kill him like that. That's one way to do it. Waveform pattern wise, like you want him to get in that little pattern where he goes up and down, up and down, up and down. Got him. Got him. Alright. So we come up here to get the Brock flower, which is right here. But we got a shovel now, so we actually can dig in and start stealing from the graves. Usually here you're going to get like some low-level stuff. Like here's some magnum ammo. Prickly pears. Like barrel cactus fruit, which is probably the worst healing item in the game. Get some fixer that fixes addiction. 12 gauge rounds. Over here is a lot more lucrative grave we're going to go search. How tough are death claws on very hard? In power armor, they could probably kill you in 3 hits. Alright, we're going to start out here. I'm going to open up with a shot to the coyote. This coyote wants a little bit, so we're going to knock him out. He's knocked out. Finish him off. Finish him off. I usually like to heal with my sarsaparilla. Sarsaparilla doesn't count toward Desert Survivalist if you are playing Desert Survivalist. So, like, keep that in mind. So we got another coyote, I think. Yeah, right there. So generally you want to wait till they walk into your screen. So you just put your crosshair ahead of time and let them walk into it for you. That's actually a real life technique, especially for hunting. We have the jet little building over here. There's a jet attic left here, and then we have the memorial. So let's hit the jet attic building first. This is very hard difficulty. Stephen Pwns the world. Actually, coyotes are actually scared of you in this game. I can kind of show that off. Here's our first inhaler of jet. Jet is actually made from cow shit in this game. It's a mixture of cow shit and a couple other things. Here's a doggy treat. I think this is the only doggy treat in the game. Lad's life will help you make stuff later. Some dirty water. And there's a 9 iron right here. Over here, one of these great... Ooh, hello. You got a rad scorpion. That little shield lets you know that we don't penetrate his armor class. But they have very low fatigue. There we go. So one of these graves always has a big surplus. It's obviously not that one. Here it is. We got a laser rifle this time with microfusion cells. And nothing here. There's another area right here with this fence. It's called the Devil's Gullet or the Devil's Throat. Where are the Cazadors? Cazadors come later. We're almost got to our first level up. No, we're not trying to meet a Deathclaw. We're just kind of getting areas right around here. There's also a cave that we can do. We're trying to pick up anything that will sell for caps. Empty Sunset Sarsaparilla bottles can be used for selling for caps or making things. Got some more energy cells. That was a good find. More microfusion cells. I don't know if our science is high enough, but we're going to go back to town and test it out. There's a bench in town that will let us convert. Oh, went to the wrong place. The scariest guy in the game's coming for us now. Yeah, Malcolm Holmes. This little bench right here. We can recycle our energy cells. So we can get 4 more shots. If we head high enough, which we need science 40 to make microfusion cells to energy cells. But we got 31 shots now. We can go in and sell some stuff here.
You looking to buy some supply?
Alright. So we get rid of the 9-iron. We'll get the 9mm pistol because we're not going to use it. Laser rifle we're not going to use. We might use the machete. We still got the leather armor we need to put on. Barrel cactus fruit actually takes 1 endurance away. And it only gives you 5 health. So, we'll sell that shit too. White horse nettle. I don't really, like, I've never really understood what white horse nettle actually gives you. Like, what the benefits of it is. We're going to keep this thing because we can actually, in the next area, we can actually use those to make a thingamabob. Alright, check here. Got the pre-war hat.
Another satisfied customer.
Alright, so let's go back to Sunny Smiles. Now at the Goodspring water source. I got a pee-pee. I'll be right back, boys. John, you're correct. In the game itself, Fallout 2, you don't use caps. They switched over to NCR
Let me
dollars.
see what you got.
Caps were only in Fallout 1,
Just fine.
and they brought them back in Fallout 3 because people
All right, now.
preferred caps.
We're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try.
You mix the Brock flour with the Zander root, and you make the healing powder.
Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't
Big
miss
Papa
anything
Pump.
good on the jukebox.
My dick's
Sharon would
immaculate,
never
son.
forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
All right, cool. So we're done with this. There is another side quest over here we can do. But I feel like this one will be a little more rough. This guy is a swindler.
Hello? Can you help me?
What's wrong?
My girl is trapped by geckos on the ridge, and I can't get to her. Please, she's going to die. You will? Thank you for helping me. Please hurry.
Imagine you had this beta male as your boyfriend, afraid of a little gecko. So let's go save his girl on the ridge. So people in the chat, what does White Sword know? Wings, what happened to Ripon? I don't know. He has a YouTube video, a YouTube channel called Gore. But like he played a little Resident Evil 4 and he's been in and out. He hasn't really kept up with me. But if you're willing to go out outside the tutorial area, there's Xander root and Brock flower right here. But you can make more healing powder. Later on, you can actually make stem packs with Xander root and Brock flower. Geckos have low fatigue, so like boxing gloves will fuck them up. There we go. Got our first level up. I'm going to take my survival up to 25. Speech up. We're taking science up to 25. Lockpick up to 20. Go with that. So over here, I like to take intense training first, and going up in luck. So right now we can get 10 luck with Lucky's glasses later on, because we're going to get implants as well. So what we want to do is we want to pull with the varmint rifle, or just completely take them out with the varmint rifle. Switch to the handgun. Switch to the boxing gloves. They get close. We got a full-size gecko coming. His little kid's over there, happy as he can be. I think we can get away with just... There we go. Am I friends with the powder gangers? Not currently. I don't try. I'm uncertain if I'm going to become friends with the powder gangers or not. They'll always do this diving attack at you. If you stay walking back, you can get away from it. Reset his fatigue. Hit him 3 times. Just put him back out. There we go. I did not take the Wild Wasteland perk. I took no perks. And that we come all the way up to the top. There's a couple traps here. And up here will be a 10mm. Should be 10mm ammo and a pistol. We want to put this on right away because homeboy's going to become barreling at us. It'd say,
"Sorry I tricked you, but thanks for clearing out the geckos. Now I can get to that stash up there, after I deal with you." Got you now.
Alright, as soon as he equips his weapon, right arm. Once he drops the weapon, now we knock him out. Oh my lord, knock him out. Knock him out. There we go. I should have picked the weapon up. That was my bad. Take your fort too, bud. Alright, it's all good. We can heal this up. A couple sunset sarsaparillas, prickly pear, and some pork and beans. Good to go. We have enough for gecko steak now. We're going to make the gecko steak. I'm going to save the Brock flower and the Xander roots for stem packs later on, which we're probably never going to use stem packs, but they sell for more. If you want to, you can actually drink clean water here. Let's talk to Sonny.
Hi there. Sticking around Goodsprings for a while longer?
A little short on caps. Any work available?
Not in Goodsprings, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse. Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete wasn't able to crack with dynamite. If you want to take a shot at it, take these. If the lock's too much for you to handle, reading through the magazine might give you the edge you need.
I think Sonny Smiles has that fucking, like, Marlboro cigarette smoker voice.
You'll need those to pick the lock. Be careful, though. Put too much pressure on them, and they'll snap. Always happy to help someone.
Alright. So, hey, HK! Big fan of the Shotgun Surgeon. Stay back. Well, I love the Shotgun Surgeon perk. That with a dinner bell. Fucking boss. Alright, so let's go ahead and prepare for this upcoming thing. We're not going to be using, like, the pistol here, but we can use the boxing gloves and the machete. Actually, we could probably just use the machete over here. So we're going to go break the code here. We have locksmith readers. This kind of teaches you about the skill magazines and stuff like that. I've always thought, like, a Fallout that took place in, like, a swamp would be cool. Like New Orleans or something like that. Alright. And here's a bunch of mantis. If you look around, like right here, this mantis otheca, you can get mantis eggs here. They're worth 12 caps, so like you can sell them for like 6 caps a piece. Programmer's Digest, good stuff. More scrap metal. Some bobby pins. There's supposed to be a second Programmer's Digest here. But we have 25 signs, so we can crack this. So let's do this. So anybody that doesn't know how to do these, generally the password will have something in lettering. So like what you want to do is you want to get something like, for example, looking. It says 3 of 7. You see how it says ING? That means those 3 are correct and the 4 before is wrong. So like in that order. Like for example, like LOOK, and the password won't have O in the second or third tier, or K in the fourth tier, or L in the first. So like serving could be it. Now serving has 5 of them right. So now we got to find something that with 5 of them right. Cousins can't be it. Trading can't be it. Heading can't be it. Varying, not going to be it. Wearing, probably won't be it. Roaming, nope. Settling, there we go. See, we could just disengage the lock, but we can get double the experience by actually picking the lock. Sonny gave us a locksmith reader. Read the locksmith reader. Now we can pick the lock. There we go. And that's how you do that. Double up on the experience. Let's explore the building itself. Another Programmer's Digest in case you can't do that. Salesman Weekly. It goes to the back of the school. Some more bobby pins in case you mess up too many times. There we go. I was offered. I pre-ordered Final Fantasy. Loved it for the first 10 hours. It fell off. It was way too many cutscenes. Cutscenes for each side quest, fetch quest. Downtime is not out the way linear of the actual combat. I didn't even make it 10 hours into it. Like I was bored really quick. Like super quick bored. Thomas Wood. I like playing Rainbow. This Rainbow's more competitive. That's all it really is. Let's see if we can get any more recycling energy cells. We also can recycle some of these. We also can take our hides and turn them into items. And those sell for more. I think these are not owned. Yeah. You can get a big dip of Sunset Sarsaparilla here. Let's go ahead and get that location opened up. That's like a little item box. I never fully understood the whole point of like the Mojave Express boxes.
You looking to buy some supplies?
Alright. So 9mm pistol. HK7. Oh, and for answer your question from earlier, white is for crafting poison and cure poison. Alright, cool. Thank you so much for that answer. Because like what I remember wanting the poisons to be so good, and they suck. Because like Honest Hearts adds like Datura poison and things like that. And none of them are really good. They take like 30 hit points off. It's the same as like in Fallout 4 with like the syringe rifle. Like I wanted the syringe rifle to be so good, and it just wasn't. It just wasn't. Something made 23 leather belts. I'll sell them. I guess the gecko hide made 23 leather belts. So let's go and buy some more energy weapons.
Give me a shout if you need any.
Playing the same. I haven't played this game in a long fucking time, man.
Howdy.
Howdy.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not going to buy something, get out. Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon.
See, I overheard your argument. What was that about?
Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in
Will the
shock,
poisons
so we gave him a place to
automatically cripple limbs? Is that something that works?
He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
Let's see.
There's always something interesting going on. But the biggest news has to be the come and dust up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam. I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself, which is just fine by me.
Ruin lives.
It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy.
What's the wings? How's it going, pimp? It's going good, well swayed.
It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no one knows who it was. Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before. He's a convict, just without the chains. Said his name was Cobb. Powder gangers is what they call themselves. Plenty more like him out there.
Here's the thing with powder gangers. Like it's smart not to hostile them. Like it's best to skip. Here's the if you do Ghost Town gunfight, it teaches you like the speech system and things of that nature. But if you don't have to deal with powder ganger ambushes early on. So I'm gonna skip Ghost Town gunfight for right now.
Not much, other than there were a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor by accident, and it hasn't been working since.
Sounds like it works right here.
They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry.
Clear them, don't be a softy.
If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back. That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know. I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the Strip. Fella wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up. Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world. And that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman.
Let's go fix her radio. I guess we gotta wait till the morning time. It's not all country music.
Feeling thirsty?
Fixed your radio.
Yeah, I heard it turn right back on after you got done tinkering with it. Here's some caps for the work. You're
Why do both both want the damn electricity?
Sure the NCR wants to hold on to the dam because it's one of the few places around that can make electricity. The Legion are a bunch of savages, though. No idea why they'd want the dam. Probably plan on destroying it or something. Got a special discount.
Special discount. Trudy's very good because she sells skill books. So you want to buy her skill books when you get a chance. If you ever come through here to periodically. She buys skill books. She also sells Sunset Sarsaparilla.
Another satisfied customer.
Alright. I think that's all we can do in Goodsprings right now. Other than the cave. We still do need to do Goodsprings cave. Let's hotkey up the varmint rifle. And go clear the cave out. I want to clear the cave out and walk up the road a bit and go to Sloan. Because there's some stuff we can do in Sloan as well. We also need to get the sneak skill book. Dude, Fury Road is fucking awesome. I know, I never buy like the super pre-orders. So we got 3 coyotes here. I'm gonna see if I can one-shot them at all. I doubt I can. Matter of fact, just save the ammo on them. Coyotes are actually kind of scared of you. Coyotes are fucking me up, buds. Alright, so we need to heal. Take that. That. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Drink a couple of these bad boys. And we'll eat our sugar bombs.
Hog killing time.
Oh, Victor was coming to help. Wings when Bonko misbehaves. Wood, Mud, Rain. Do you think Bama Dynasty is over? Like, you talk about the Crimson Tide. I don't really watch a whole lot of college football, man. So I am not the person to ask about that. Drink of water. This is a good way to get Desert Survivalist done as well. Probably should start out shooting. and not fall back completely on the unarmed right now. If you want to wait, like for example, like if you drink 3 or 4 Sunset Sarsaparillas.
You need to be careful. It's dangerous out here. Heck, I can smell trouble a mile away. I like you, friend. Have I mentioned that?
This is actually worth it because there's a big reward at the end of this. Woo! I think that's it. All right. Go through and grab a little more of this, and now we get a reward. A lad's life, a pool cue, which is not really much of a reward. Ooh, locksmith reader. Surgical tubing's good. Rad-X is good. More energy cells. We love our energy cells. And then we get this guy. This guy is the real reward. He usually has some level of high level of energy weapon. You also get a lot of coyote meat out here. So, yeah, but we can't make coyote meat just yet. I think that requires like 50 survival. Alright. Time to push our way up to Sloan. I think we might need an... Yeah. One more will top us off. Looking like Mike Tyson with them gloves. Dogs don't want that smoke. Alright. So we want to find the road. This is the I-15. We go off on that, and under the bridge there's going to be a powder ganger camp, and there's also going to be another bright follower. So if you're looking for a recharger rifle early on, which we had a chance to get 2 of them, especially if you're doing an energy weapon playthrough, there's going to be 2 chances to get it over here. I don't know if I can heal Snuffles. What's my medicine at? If we can get a level up, we could probably kick our medicine up. Oh, I might be able to heal Snuffles. I have a physician's book. We'll see. So I won't get a perk next level, but I will get skill points. No, this playthrough's not going on YouTube. This is just for the stream. So this is the I-15 right here. It heads through Primm and Sloan. But since we haven't actually messed with the powder gangers yet, powder gangers are going to be friendly. See, these guys have actually killed a Crimson Caravan guard. So we can take the leather armor, make ours better. More energy cells. There's another for today's physician. That's going to help with Snuffles. Ductor and scrap electronics. There we go. Let them take their stuff. They're probably just happy to be free. Here's a big food supply right here in this overturned truck. There might be puppies in here. I don't think there are. Yeah. So you can get a lot of low-end healing items here. See this bridge right here? Under this bridge is going to be another bright follower. Again, powder gangers, if you do ghost count gunfight and you side with Goodsprings, these guys will be mad with you. You can just put it off to later. Powder gangers actually get the shaft in this fucking game. You can eradicate them from the entire universe. Here we go. Another chance for a recharger rifle there. We got laser pistols, but it's all good because laser pistols are good for our thing. Because we're back to 32 of 132 here. Yeah, love and hate. Like this is gonna be. It's not unarmed playthrough, but going.
Hold up! There are death claws all over the damn place north of here.
$4. Think HK4 said, how much you want to bet that the Starfield will have a Jason Bright Easter egg? That would be fucking cool, but I doubt it because Bethesda fucking hates this game. They won't do anything that Obsidian did because people like this one better than theirs.
They moved into the quarry after the powder gangers came through and made off with most of our dynamite. We shut the quarry down while we waited for the NCR to
Thank you for the donations, HK.
Sticks. But now the death claws have shown up. The NCR is a no-show. And my men and I have got nothing to do but sit on our asses all day. It's damn frustrating. This is Sloan, a camp for us quarry workers. The actual quarry, Quarry Junction, is up the road north of here. The whole thing is an NCR operation. We make cement for the NCR using the limestone we dig out with dynamite and drag lines. Dirty work, but the pay's good. Wish we got paid in caps, though. Not a lot of merchants like taking NCR paper money.
This is right here is Obsidian trying to understand why caps are still in circulation in Fallout 3. Because, for an example, like, one of the issues I have with, like, Bethesda-based Fallouts is that they will sit there and pretend like nobody ever wants to clean a fucking store. Like, the store will be 200 years old and there'll still be a skeleton sitting on the john. Like, nobody's pushed the skeleton off the john to take a piss or pick a broom up or did anything like that. In Fallout 2, they had completely went on past caps completely. The NCR had taken over the region. They had unified it. They taxed people. They had their own form of currency. And that was what you spent in Fallout 2 was NCR money, right? You weren't getting caps in Fallout 2. You got NCR money. And in Fallout 3, they all of a sudden brought caps back because people liked caps, I guess, because it was more iconic to Fallout. But that also means that people would rather carry around 3,000 bottle caps in their pocket than having something lighter like paper money. What's a dragline?
It's a big machine which moves rocks around, piles at a time. It's pre-war tech, so you need to thump it once in a while to keep it running. Nope. The NCR has been trying to switch over to using paper money, just like in the pre-war days. Trouble is that the exchange rates ain't exactly fair. For example, $100 in NCR money is valued at roughly half that in caps around here. Seems like a rotten deal for us, but work is work. It all gets shipped by rail over towards Boulder City and Hoover Dam. The NCR is probably...
This is stating they have a working rail system in the game. Which they do. But like the rail system outside of the strip is working.
I've been there once, and I don't recommend it. It's just a way to burn through a month's pay in 5 minutes. I've seen a lot of folks come through here thinking they'll have the easy life once they get there. It never happens.
Alright, so we want to heal Snuffles. Which is the pet mole rat. Snuffles! I know we're going to need to use our physician's guide here. Isn't it in the peas? Today's physician, okay. This will put our thing up. Your leg appears to be injured. 30 medicine. Clean the wound with antibiotics and expertly bind Snuffles' injured leg. How's it going? We fixed Snuffles! Yay! There's another thing you can do over here. If you're over here with the generator. Repair of 35 or greater. What's our repair at? Our repair is 37, so we can do it right now. And this turns the light on in the cabin. If you go over here to the Chomps, he'll actually reward you for healing Snuffles.
You need something? I'd noticed Snuffles limping, but I didn't realize the problem was that serious. Thanks. That beast.
When you going to address? No.
Around here. It's nice to see things going the way they're supposed to for a change. I'm going to pay you out of my own pocket for this one.
You get NCR fame for doing both of this, and you get $200 bills, which is equivalent to 100 caps, because the 50% exchange rate. There's actually a Fallout 2 Easter egg in this video. Oh, in this town. Where's it at? Is it the mess hall? This person, Janice Wilkins.
Let me ask you a question. What's the tastiest thing you've ever eaten?
Give me a balance today, 2 pounds. What's your thoughts on Starfield? You'll think you'll flop. I don't think it's going to flop. I don't think it's going to sell as well because it's going to be a Bethesda exclusive on Xbox. And the fact that they're probably giving it away on the Xbox Game Pass right out the rip is another thing. But I think it's going to be lackluster. I think it's going to do better than like the Obsidian one, Outer Worlds. But I think it's not going to be as well made. It's already going to be 30 FPS. But I could be wrong. Let's see, anything that wasn't made more than 200 years ago.
Yeah, can you believe some people still eat that stuff? Anyway, I've got this recipe for a Deathclaw omelet that I've been itching to try out. Trouble is, I need a Deathclaw egg. Kinda obvious, I suppose.
In Fallout 2, there was a person named Wilkins that kept a Deathclaw in a shack behind their bar and farmed eggs from the Deathclaw to make Deathclaw omelets. And this is referencing that.
My great-aunt Rose ran a bed and breakfast back in California, in a town called Modoc. She's the one who created the recipe in the first place. I don't know how she managed to get a hold of a female Deathclaw, but she kept it in a shed. Aunt Rose had a steady supply of eggs for her omelets. At least, she did until some stranger came along and killed the Deathclaw. Shot it right in the eye.
That's a reference to the VAT system. The weakest part of the first Fallout 2 game's VAT system was the eye. It was the hardest to hit, but on things like Deathclaws, it was the only way you could actually get through their armor is like to shoot them in the eye with VATs. And they're talking about the Chosen One, which they talk about the Chosen One again later on.
The quarry just north of here.
Big ups for playing Fallout. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you so much.
An egg or two in there somewhere. Of course, a Deathclaw egg from anywhere will do. According to my Aunt Rose, those things have a ridiculously long shelf life. I don't have much in the way of money, but I'd be willing to share the secret of the recipe.
But like that's a reference to Fallout 2. Stuck here in New Vegas. There's a theory, which is there's some other couple things we can do in Sloan. Like there's an explosives books we can steal. I think it's in. It's not in here. But all this is stealing. It's in the barracks. Right here. Be all right. We'll go ahead and read that to get it out of our way. Duck and cover. 3 explosives. This is back when they thought in schools they would teach people to like get under their desk and cover their head in case of a nuclear explosion happened. Like that was going to help them. They also, remember in the fire alarms, I don't know about you, but back when I was in high school, we had to go sit in the hallways and like duck and put our hands over our head next to the wall. I already have all the trophies for this game. Let's see. How do I get to the Xbox menu? But I have this 1000%ed on Xbox. Alright, so now we're going to head on to Sloan. Geckos, much weaker than coyotes fatigue-wise, so like we could easily take these guys out. How about you don't run from me? I can make a steak out of you, buddy, or a leather belt. Got another level up. Alright, with this level up, we're going to go up here. What do we want to do here? We want to get basic locks done. We should go up in speech. And we'll go up in survival a little bit. Why unarmed? I like unarmed. They're lightweight. In the little bit I need to use a melee weapon, unarmed is better. Some unarms do fatigue damage. Like the boxing gloves do fatigue damage. And I think we showed off that fatigue damage is very strong against certain enemies. Certain enemies have a higher fatigue than others. Coyotes seem to have a lot of fatigue. Whereas like geckos have no fatigue. Like it takes like 2 or 3 hits to drop a gecko. So up there is a radio station we want to walk to. We're going to have to go through some geckos to get there. So we're going to buzz out the old gloves and show it how it is. We mix those under the brockroot. Go gecko hunters down. Some jalapenos. Let's go ahead and knock this guy out again. Back over. 3 hits, knock him out again. There we go. Yeah, I'm grabbing Eddie. 100% grabbing Eddie. It's just to refresh my playing style. I'm really good with the beginning part of the game, but there's a lot of quests I don't remember all the dialogue on, and I want to like create a map in my head what I want to do. So I want to play through the game and all the DLCs again. I figured I'd do that on stream. This place right here has everything you need to grab Eddie. And it also has a survival book. So let's go and read the survival book too. Wasteland Survival Guide, which is a reference to Fallout 3. Survival has 4 checkpoints, 25, 50, 75, and 100. Each time you hit that, your natural food actually goes up and you can make more food and food that heals for more. Right, I'm not going to record until then. And like my game plan is to make a very, very like completionist, entertaining Let's Play that I upload 1 video a week on. And I'm going to stagger it with memberships. So like if you want the video, you can become a member. I'm going to actually create another tier member. I'm going to create a $1.99 tier and a $5.99 tier. And like it will fall under the $1.99 tier. Yeah, we can just finish him off with the gloves. Beating the man down. I loved the Resident Evil 4 remake. I thought it was a great game. Yeah, we'll be playing on the up. It's probably going to be, if not tomorrow's stream, the day after. Now we get our first intro with the NCR.
Primm is off limits.
Let's see. What's going on in Primm?
Some convicts from the prison up the road have taken over the town. Everyone inside is either dead or in hiding. What's more, there are 2 tribes of raiders causing trouble.
Boski! I need a 1-year badge, pimp.
You'd be safer heading back.
Well, we do need to make a 1-year badge. Yeah, we're going to be Rainbow Six in the future, too.
We'd love to, but they don't fall under NCR jurisdiction. Even if they did, we're in no shape to protect them.
Why can't you protect them?
We don't have the equipment to take out the convicts. And even if we did, we need some extra hands for backup. You should talk to Lieutenant Hayes. He's in a tent down the road. Just stay on the west side of the overpass if you don't want to get shot.
We entered Primm. Lots of ammo here that you can steal, but like this is stealing from the NCR, which I don't want to make the NCR mad just yet. There is a safe over here, which I think is completely up for grabs, though. And you get your first taste of landmines. Like over here is a first aid box. There's a doctor's bag. And here's a safe. Just like that. So we're going to have to kill some humans here. These humans are supposed to be powder gangers, but they're not classified as powder gangers. So like these guys in this thing won't make the powder gangers upset at you. So let's go to our weapons. We're going to keep that there. We're going to take off the gloves for right now. And we're going to put on the landmines. You remember me teaching how to use iron sights? I never liked the iron sights in this game. Everybody seems to use them. They're not for me. Landmine there. Landmine here. Landmine here. You get a copy of Melcert Review. Some miscellaneous ammo. What does Melcert Review do? I think that increases your crit. Guns. There we go. Escape convict. I don't think he's armed. He's about to be armed, though. Yeah. Come on, buddy. Disarm him. That did not work how I wanted it to, but we got it done. Alright. Set back a Sunset Sarsaparilla. Repair our varmint rifle. So we have access to our second merchant now. Well, third merchant. And Nash Johnson. Yeah, he just tanked 3 landmines.
I don't know what it was brought you to Primm, youngster, but you might want to rethink your plans. Town's gone to hell.
Let's see. Who are you?
Johnson Nash is my name. Husband to Ruby Nash. Lived in Primm going on 8 years now, thick and thin. I'm a trader primarily, for what it's worth with things like they are. I also run the local Mojave Express outpost.
Let's see. Do you have anything for sale? I'm gonna get rid of this NCR money that we got from Chomp. Get rid of the extra stuff here. Surgical tubing. Leather belt, pre-war money. One of these fission batteries would work good too. So what I'm looking for here, we got a bladed gauntlet. This is an unarmed weapon that we're probably going to buy here. So we need that for later. In that case, we can actually sell our knife and our machete. So we're actually a melee weapon character. We got a recharger rifle we don't need. Single shotgun we're not going to use. Cleaver we're not going to use. And a 9mm pistols we're not going to use. Buy the varmint rifle. Alright, let's look at a miscellaneous. He didn't have much miscellaneous. He does have energy cells, though, which we will take.
Pleasure doing business with you. Well, I don't got any...
That music is loud as fuck right now.
I'll tell you whatever I can. You have a delivery order you can show me? Oh, you're talking about one of them packages. That job had strange written all over, but we couldn't turn down the cash. Well, now that you mention it, a few nights back, one of the townies was out scavenging for supplies. He said he saw a fellow with a daisy suit come through with some of them Great Con misfits. They was talking about a chip. Well, for that, your best bet is going to be talking to Deputy Beagle. Since they came to town, he was keeping a good bit of notes on them, and he was slinking around Bison Steve when your pretty boy friend came through. He may have heard where they were going.
All right. Let's talk to Ruby Nash. I don't remember if this is stealing or not, but there's a combat knife here. It's stealing. She makes rat venom casserole.
Scorpion venom casserole.
So we can make some of these. These are good eating. Like anytime you get rad score videos, I suggest turning them into rad scored casserole. Like even at survival like 30, what we looking at with survival 30, they heal 30 health at survival 30. Once you get survival 100, they heal almost 120 health, and they're very easy to make. Gonna get some 308 rounds here. We want to go ahead and equip our bladed gauntlet for right now. We could probably sell the submachine gun at this point. I'm uncertain. Jack Embry, thanks for all the years of gaming. I hope something good has come out of YouTubing for you. There's a lot of good that's come out of YouTubing. Like YouTube taught me a lot about myself and how to be a man. I know that sounds dumb. That I wouldn't have learned any other way. So there's a sheriff's duster and hat here. Like these are really good for sneaking around. Like the hat is way better than the pre-war hat. We'll just throw that bitch on the ground. The duster has charisma and guns, but it has no DR. So like, it's up to you if you're going to equip that. There is a cowboy repeater right here under the bed, but it's worth nothing. And I need to start making more weight. But let's go get Eddie. Well, actually, we need to do Deputy Beagle's house over here as well. No, I haven't got Lucky out the safe yet. Everything in here is stealing. We'll just leave this alone. It taught me about business, taught me about three-way lighting, it taught me about money management. Like, it taught me a lot. I just sit there. Oh, this is a bad example. Here's another fission battery that runs the lights. But lore-wise, in Fallout 1 and 2, they didn't use fission batteries to run lights. They used microfusion cells. And microfusion cells has a half-life of 1,000 years. See, fix it. Try to fix it with repairs. Repair it with parts. Fix it with parts. So you need 1 scrap metal, 3 scrap metal, and 2 sensors. which you can. I showed you how to collect. And then you get Eddie. Open storage. So I want Eddie to hold this and that for me. And the shovel. Sheriff's duster. He's going to hold some of the heavy stuff for us. Blue moon. Now we have the companion wheel. I want Eddie to be aggressive. There we go. Got our first companion, and companions are great in this game. So we have our unarmed here. So we're going to head on down to the outpost. Yeah, Rex is in this game, and Rex is awesome. Rex has a move that can actually knock down death claws. If you play hardcore, if Eddie dies, he's gone forever, and I'm not playing hardcore, so he just gets knocked out. I only would fuck Eddie if he was a lady, if he had 32-inch biceps like Khan Baba. That's where I'm at with that. You need at least Khan Baba biceps. Over here, you have bottle caps here, which I'm surprised our boy Malcolm hasn't talked to me yet, because I got a lot of bottle caps at this point. Alright, so over here, you run into the jackals. You can fight people from Primm that are fighting the jackals in the police station. We can ambush the Primm fighters right here. Like that. There we go. Tunnel snakes or NCR. Tunnel snakes rule. NCR does not rule. So we're going with the tunnel snakes here. This is our first chance to actually get really good fucking varmint rifles. We can start building our varmint rifle up to be consistent. But over here, if you take the long way around this sign, and you hide, you'll see that this will spawn the Jackal Gang leader. We're going to let Eddie fight her for a while. There we go. She has metal armor, which we can sell. We're going to take that for right now. But there actually is another one that's going to be over here. Behind this bush, there should be a... You'll slowly see it start to turn in, but right there, unarmored, Jackal Gang member. Very easily take him out. Yeah, right away in Python nuts. Alright, so this area. Coming in here is usually dangerous, especially if you're doing like a no damage run. So you want to come in crouched. Probably want to drug yourself up for this one. Where is my psycho at? Oh yeah, she has a fucking SMG too. There we go. You're putting in a very small area with a very heavy fucking damaging weapon. It's usually a submachine gun or a cowboy repeater. You could put on the metal armor, because the metal armor would probably protect you from 9mm way better than leather armor will. So that's a possibility too. You actually can step on these guys. You don't actually have to hit them. You get Hydra. Hydra actually repairs your limbs because the Hydra, every time you cut a Hydra's head off, it grew back 2 more limbs. There's also a guns and bullets here, which will actually increase your guns by 3. There we go. And back in the very back of the cell, there's a person with a star bottle cap, and he has a deck of cards. Hank Hill doesn't like his meat well done. Shit, Jordy does. Jason C, what have you struggled with Fallout? Fallout is the best gaming franchise. I was going to talk about something earlier, but there is a rumor that No Bark, which is a person in Novak, is actually the Chosen One. Because the Chosen One would still be alive in Fallout New Vegas' timeline. But here we start running into the fire ants, which are on the thing. These guys are super easy to deal with any kind of melee weapon. We have the Bladed Gauntlet, which is from Honest Hearts. So, like, you'd have to have the Honest Hearts DLC to get this weapon in the shops. So we're going to make short work of them between me and Eddie. But you could very easily handle this with, like, your boxing gloves if you wanted to. You just knock them out, like I'll show you. We'll put our boxing gloves on. Like, you could put your boxing gloves on. Like, this is a full strength one. Eddie's going to help you out. Which I said Eddie's going to help us out. And then he doesn't. But Eddie normally would be here just to do the damage for you while you keep them knocked out. But Eddie was over here fighting his own worker ant. Hypothetically, if you were to get Todd Howard locked in a dungeon and burn his feet daily, how long would it take for Fallout 6? I think Todd Howard doesn't do a whole lot with the Fallout games coding wise. I think Fallout 5 needs to happen, right? Oh, we had Psycho still on. That's probably why we were doing a ton of damage. Got another level up. Go ahead and knock our thing up a little bit more. We need to start pulling guns up some. And we're going to dump the rest into speech. This is where we take educated to get more skill points. Level 4. 602, what's your thoughts on having my first Pop-Tart in over 10 years? What flavor did you pick? That's my first thought. Because you got, if you select anything but strawberry, you're doing it wrong. Strawberry and s'mores and maybe Eggo waffle flavor is the only correct answers. Remember, we can turn all these rad scorpion glands into 30 health items very easily with Ruby at this point. I'm kind of hurrying my way towards the place because I need to repair my gauntlet. Apollo, thank you for the 4 months. Feel like I walked a little too far. But another... Where am I at on the map? Oh yeah, I walked too far. Woo! Let's just ignore them. We're gonna need some big healing items here. Med-X first. If you had a turbo, this would be a good place to use your turbo as a get out of jail free card. Eddie is unconscious. Eddie will come back to us, though. Alright, so they... Yeah, we walked a little too far there. We can beat up the babies. We can't beat up the full-grown ones. That should top us off there. I'm using no mods. This is vanilla Fallout New Vegas. Shoot, I'm ready to see that Bowski, I'm ready to see that Rays Braves game tomorrow night. That shit gonna be fire. So I'm gonna try to get my streaming done early tomorrow so I can watch the Braves Rays game because that's gonna be the series to watch. That could possibly be the World Series. I'm hoping like the Braves go in there talking about the World Series. All right, so this statue, let's talk about it. This statue is a picture of the NCR Rangers talking to the Desert Rangers. Fun fact, a lot of people know this. Fallout was a spiritual sequel to a game called Wasteland. And Wasteland has its own sequel, like Wasteland 3 just came out. And Wasteland had the Desert Rangers. The Desert Rangers and the NCR Rangers in Arizona were shaking hands, and they absorbed the Desert Rangers from Wasteland into the NCR Rangers, and this statue is supposed to significant. It's supposed to make to like what word am I looking for? Commemorate that. So the Desert Rangers are actually from Wasteland. All right, let's go over here.
Caravan, citizen, pilgrim.
Courier.
Just need something for the law. If you're looking for the commanding officer, he's in the back. Although, he's got a lot on his plate, so if you speak with him, keep it short. Also, if you need any gear checks, we can get you up and running again. Once you fill out the work orders and sign for the parts, of course.
If you have the perk Confirmed Bachelor, you'll learn that Major Knight is the first gay character in Fallout. Comfy stream. Do more streams like this with a positive attitude. Usually down you, but you are on tonight. Good luck, dude. Hope you do this more often. Thank you, Meta User. Thank you so much for the $10 as well, man. Thank you so much. I'm going to repair my gauntlet. 300 caps to fully repair it. Probably worth it.
Primm. Hayes units are stationed up there. We're having problems with some of the NCRCF convicts. What can I help you with? It has. It was a promising trade town before the escape at the correctional facility. Lost a good bit of money at the Vicky and Vance. Me? I'm Knight. Major Knight. I've been stuck here dealing with these caravans for ages now, but somebody's got to do it. It ain't so bad. If Caesar's Legion decides to push west through Nipton, old Mojave outpost here will be...
We learned that he says it's Caesar, so he isn't a part of the Legion, obviously.
Hell? Oh, well, you could speak to Ranger Jackson. He might have something.
Dude, I'm so fat that music in the background is making me hungry because it reminds me of like a Tex-Mex joint. Apollo, dude, thank you for the $1 as well, man. H-Town, this is me preparing for a Let's Play. This is not the actual Let's Play itself.
Looks like we got a new visitor in the old Brahmin pen. Not many people coming here in a hurry, only passing through. And if you're passing through, you picked a bad time. Road north has gone to hell. If I let a caravan through, they won't make it. Hell. Now look, I appreciate... you know what? Yes, I could use the help. You look like you can handle yourself. I need to get the caravans moving again. That means clearing a path north. There's too much crawling the asphalt up the road to allow it. Thanks, I appreciate it.
Right. So we kind of missed the waypoint, but we can go grab it. And we'll do a couple things here. This is a little bit out of order. Like, we're going to grab 3 quests here. We're going to clear for Jackson. We're going to check out Nipton for Ghost. And we're also going to come back and bring a word for Volpez. We have a fully upgraded Claw Gauntlet now. It does 28 damage. Our DPS should be through the roof at this point with it. 37 DPS. So like it should make easy work through most of the enemies coming over here. Other than those big scorpions. We can't handle those big scorpions yet. So there's no... Like, we possibly could. But it isn't worth it right now. But we got to clear the fire ants over here. And there's also some scorpions in here. I mean, there's also an unarmed magazine over here. We're going to grab all the rad scorpion glands we can so we can make more of those 30 health healing items. What does it say over here? Where's the new Canaan anyway? Some more sunset sarsaparilla here. Here's a bright follower. He has a plasma pistol, which we can use to repair our plasma pistol. I don't know if it works like that. It does. There we go. I need to start deciding what weapons I want to carry and what I don't want to carry. I'm starting to lean toward not carrying the submachine gun, but it's probably the highest DPS weapon we have currently. Average lock here. Probably not for us currently. Should be a pugilism something. Yep, right here. Pugilism illustrated. That's going to increase our unarmed more. Good. Do you have this whole game memorized? A good portion of it. A good portion of it. I know where most things are. But I wanted to refresh myself because I want to do a complete lore through of the game. And I don't want to like get stuck being super unfamiliar with the area, because like later areas I'm rougher on than the early areas. Always back up and aim for the head. It's not a complex system, but like... it's a system. Alright, I'm going to give you a couple more weapons here, Eddie, because I don't use any of these. Alright, so we want to avoid the middle section because there's a whole jackal gang. But we want to cross over and go into the other town. There's an ant. HK, last finish of the day. Remember to grab the pressure cooker in the canyon near Nipton? Pressure cooker. You like the actual pressure cooker? Like for like the seal? Because I've came across a couple pressure cookers already I just avoided. Because I usually, by the time I get to doing like for the mask in the what's the fucking place? By the bombers. Like I already have enough science just to go ahead and like seal it with like silicon. Or is there like something that's special in the trench? But going to the trench is a good play though, because it lets me highlight something that I think a lot of people like forget about with the world building on this game, which is how they artificially create a barrier that's magical in the truck. I think you're telling me something I don't know about. All right, so over here you're going to run into... Oh, the fight's already happened.
Did you see that? That crazy bitch just attacked me out of nowhere.
I'm going to attack you too, Thomas. Thomas has 7 Sunset Sarsaparillas on him. And his homegirl has has also some Sunset Sarsaparilla bottle caps on her. Here's a fun fact on this guy coming up. The guy coming up actually won a contest to be put into the game, and this is his character. Which I need to read about the contest more, but I'm going to go over that in the LP. This is an example of someplace in the LP. Oliver Swanick actually won a contest to be put into the game. This is his character.
Couldn't you just drink it like booze? Are you kidding me? Never felt better. Yeah. What lottery? The lottery. That's what lottery. Are you stupid? Only lottery that matters. Oh my God, smell that air.
He actually wanders out and gets killed by scorpions. He has nothing on him. KHM, digging this chill stream. Keep it up, man. Dude, thank you so much for the $14. Like, I love Fallout New Vegas. We come here. I'm just going to dip my toe into this town. We're going to search it a little bit later. I just want to get all the quests done at the same time.
Don't worry. I won't have you lashed to a cross like the rest of these degenerates. It's useful that you happen by. I want you to witness the fate of the town of Nipton, to memorize every detail. And then, when you move on, I want you to teach everyone you meet the lesson that Caesar's Legion taught here, especially any NCR troops you run across. Then I bid you Walle.
Walle.
Until we meet again.
Know how to fight.
Do you want to be lashed to a cross, profligate? Okay, I lied. Just go past the fire. It's in the truck. Are you talking about a Nipton fire? Because I was going to go down the other thing here. These guys are here. You want to grab their dog tags. You didn't want the armor. These dog tags can be used for a weapon later on called dog tag fist. You also can trade them in for NCR reputation. But these are some easy dog tags to get without actually killing NCR troopers. Talk to
Coming
Sergeant.
from the north? Must be crazy to brave those roads.
Sergeant Kilborn is seeing so much violence. Like, watch this.
What? There's no way. We're miles from the Colorado. They aren't even waiting for the dam to fall. They're already inside the borders. We'll never stop them. Not at this rate. We're doomed. Thanks for bringing the word. Even if the news is bad, I'll let the men know.
Which somehow this gives you NCR fame instead of Legion fame. But we also can come up here and talk to Ghost, which we hadn't talked to her, but if you've done the quest, you can already complete it.
You a courier? If so, this might be your lucky day. If you don't mind walking a bit, and your eyes are good. I think there's trouble in Nipton. No traffic from there on the roads. And while I can explain that away, the smoke from the town I can't. I'm sure it's been hit. What I need to know is if they survived it. Might be powder gangers with all that smoke in the air. If there's anybody left, they'd be in the Nipton Town Hall. Go there. Check it out. Let me know what you find.
Already been there. Nipton's been attacked by the Legion.
Legion this far west? You're fucking kidding me. That's not outside the border. They're moving in, and fast. Nipton wasn't the most friendly town, but... Alright, thanks for checking on that. Wish it set my mind at ease. Now I'm more on edge than ever. Unless you burn the town, don't take blame that's not due. Things are gonna get uglier before the year's out. Well, thanks for hoofing it there and back, even if it was bad news. Wish we could spare the troops to go hunting, but orders are to stay put. Fucking Mojave's going to hell, and all I can do is sit here and watch.
It's weird that you have Ranger Ghost, which is an albino, on a situation like this, because albinos don't do well with the sun. Alright, so we leveled up again. We want our speech to keep going up. Actually, I'm just going to knock our speech up to 41. 40. We want our unarmed to go up to 45. Let's go and knock this up to 40. And I think we're going to dump the survival. Cool. Got one more quest we got to turn in.
Appreciate the help. Wish I had more work for you, but nothing else on the radar at the moment. No, I mentioned you might accidentally get supply, and I meant it. Not allowed to contract mercenaries at the outpost. Still, a requisition form or two can get lost, and they're not gonna come check. So here you go, just between us.
You get a service rifle and some 5.56 for doing that, and 2 caravan lunches. I want to show off a little exploit here.
Morning.
Yeah, speech is way overpowered in this game.
New face in the outpost.
Let's do some trading with this person. I want to get rid of this metal armor. Get rid of a lot of this heavy stuff. See what they have. So you get brass knuckles here, but we don't need the brass knuckles. But brass knuckles way less. But they also do way less. I'm tempted to switch out with the bladed gauntlet. I don't know. I'm gonna bring the brass knuckles with me. So we're looking for varmint rifle stuff here. Don't see any. I'm gonna dump a lot of Eddie stuff here too. Where you at, Eddie? I'm gonna give you the ant stuff.
Background?
There we go. Let's see what kind of ammo they have. There's Kaz, which we'll talk to her later.
Howdy.
Over here is a Sunset Sarsaparilla. So, I was going to tell you an exploit. So we're going to save the game. We're going to put on the bladed gauntlet. And we're going to hide back here. If you kill an enemy with one hit in hidden, it doesn't give you negative reputation. So you could sit here and farm service rifles and knives on anybody that goes to sleep. You just want to save between each time you do it, so you don't get any. See, like I was seen there, so I could just load. See, this person was walking, but I'm hidden now. If you're hidden, you get no karma from it. And nobody will ever question you. Like, you can do this and kill every person. In the place. But you can get every service rifle and every dog tag in the NCR, and you can turn these into Legion for Legion things, or NCR thing, or NCR reputation. We're going to check chat. It's been a couple days. He might have refreshed his inventory. We're still looking for a night vision scope and a silencer for the varmint rifle.
You looking to buy some supplies?
We can also get rid of the service rifles we just acquired. So he has boxing gloves we can buy. All right. Plasma pistol recycler. There's a pressure cooker. Like, is that what you were talking about, HK? The pressure cooker? Because, like, you can just buy them. Unless there's something I'm missing. I'm debating buying the upgrades here for my plasma pistol. Increases damage and replenishes ammo, but that's 800 caps. Don't feel like I need it. Because I feel like it's almost ran its course as a weapon at this point. So if he's reset his stuff, we also can go to Primm and check him out. I've never played any Stalker game. The Rat Slayer? Yeah, most likely.
You got that old rope?
She kissed me. Alright, so he doesn't have any varmint rifle stuff either. He does have a book for guns. I also have that I need to sell. I got some vodka and stuff. Beautiful. I'm selling a lot of the really trash healing items right now. Because, like, a lot of them are weighing me down. Like, anything that does, like, 5 health, we can pretty much sell. That isn't a part of, like, something a better ingredient. Let's go talk to Ruby.
Howdy.
Where's our girl Ruby at?
Welcome back. Good.
So we got 4 more. We got 5 more casseroles. We also need to see if we can do some cooking. So let's go back. Like, I like to go straight up to like the Goodsprings water source to do cooking. So let's look here. Recipes. Battle brew. I want to see what level survival we need to do coyote steak. We need 50 for coyote steak. Dark datura. This is one of the poisons. Oh, those python nuts, we could have done desert salad. That desert salad's good too, so we probably should be buying python nuts and barrel cactus fruit anytime it comes. Fire ant. Can we cook ants anything? Fiery purative, cures animal poison. Gecko kebab, gecko meat, yucca, jalapeno. Banana, yucca, and jalapeno. That does 40 health. Whereas this does around 40 as well. Different levels. Alright. Come here, Mr. Gecko. There we go. Let's stop one more spot. By a workbench again. If you were playing survival mode, you couldn't do this, but like we're not playing survival mode. Convert all this to belts that we can sell. There we go. Alright, so we've done most of the things in the outpost. So it's at the point we should probably go to Nipton. Let's go up to the canyon wreckage. The stream's going wonderful, man. Like, the stream's got a really good feedback. People seem to be enjoying it. I enjoy it as well. My problem with Fallout 76 isn't the world. Like, I find Fallout 76 world engrossing. Like, I like the idea of the Scorched and the Scorched beasts and everything. I hate how they put the Fallout Brotherhood back into it again. Like, I feel like they try to coin the Brotherhood of Steel into everything, and it's just not needed, to be perfectly honest. What do you want me to explain, Misfit Live? Clear equation, dude. Thank you for being a member. We get some real frag grenades here. The Den Mother's cubs are up here. We can't have them surviving. We must punch them. Can I explain all of the Fallout lore? There's a puppy over here. absolutely empty. And here is an NCR trooper. I always fall back on Sunset Sarsaparilla as my healing item of choice because you have a chance of getting a star bottle cap out of them. And they heal 25 health. And they weigh a pound. So every time you drink one, you're getting some of your weight back. There we go. So now we have the canyon wreckage on our waypoint. There's some... So, like, let's go back to Primm here, because there's some things in Primm that we can do. Like, for example, like, we can clear out the Bison Steve and start doing some of the quests over here. We still have the Powder Ganger quest we got to do as well. And we got to deal with the Powder Ganger situation. What's your favorite Fallout side quest? Honestly, the Nuka-Cola challenge. I think that one's the funnest. Either that one or the Cappy one in Fallout 4, where you gotta look for Cappy things because they're kind of fun to look for. Primm, so they just copy Hunger Games. No, Primm's an actual town in Fallout. Blackout. Remember how great Vegas was? Now the follower makes me think Bethesda just can't do it. I don't think, like, I don't mind Fallout 4. I just don't feel like if Fallout 4 was a strict follow-up to Fallout 3, it would be fine. The biggest issue that most people had with Fallout 4 is that it followed up New Vegas, which was on an entirely different level. Like, New Vegas... Alright, finish him off, Eddie. We gotta clear out these guys here. Which I don't have a whole lot of sneak right now. So I don't even know why I'm bothering sneaking. But I guess because it doesn't matter if you're not moving. If you got good repair, which I do, you can repair the elevator here. There's also a Sunset Sarsaparilla bottle cap over here, which I don't have a good lockpick skill here, but it's relatively low. Come in through here. Should be an enemy down this way. I didn't mean to pick that up. You get the incinerator here, but it weighs 12 pounds. In my opinion, not worth picking up. I think the door just opened behind me. I don't know where the other person went to. You know, I need to go ahead and just hotkey the Sunset Sarsaparilla. So just do that. He's probably going to be far away from me. There he is. And now we can get. Now we got Deputy Beagle. Max finally got leaned.
I don't suppose you came here to rescue me. I'd cross my fingers, but my hands are numb.
See, you must be Deputy Beagle.
Why, yes, I am. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm in a bit of a predicament here.
I think we're going to go and end the stream here soon.
Free. Oh, that's just marvelous. I think I'll... Then I'll defer...
I could have done a skill check just now, but I'd much rather him just go outside. Like, he'll just get himself killed staying in here. Lots of purified water and cooking supplies here. So let's go ahead and head back outside. Vintage Wings, what's going on today? It's going good. We had a really good Fallout New Vegas stream. It's a good... We've dug well into the early part of the game. There's still a couple things I want to do here. I don't know if I have the science yet for this. I do, actually. Here's our second terminal. So we got veggies, IES. Don't want to do that. I want to start with an ing word. Let's start with leading. It's obviously going to be an ing word. Well, it's lending, I'm sorry. So this has got 4 as well. Sphering. So at this point, I like to start looking for the helpers. So I don't see a whole lot here. So anything with 2 open and closed bracket will be a helper. So if I can find at least one. I'm not seeing one here. Serving. So we need 5 of 7. Got one more chance. 5 of 7 serving. Jack Embry, good stream, dog. Keep it positive. Something good come out of it. Thank you, dude. Thank you so much. We did fearing already. Serving. Fencing. Let's got 1. It's not fencing. Dancing. It's not dancing. Setting. It's setting. Thank you so much, Jack. Alright, we can disengage the lock. We're 2 for 2. Almost wasn't 2 for 2. Lunchbox can make bottle cap mines, which is a very strong explosive. Got a stash of Med-X, a 10mm pistol, refrigerator here. An average safe, which we most definitely can't get into. And we're over encumbered. Is there any way we can fix that? And good enough right now. Go back outside and talk to Deputy Beagle. He'll be in the Biggie and Vance. We might can dump some of our stuff off here.
Hey there.
Well, that was quite an adventure. We taught those convicts a thing or two, didn't we? Breaking myself out of a hostage situation. Not to diminish your role in it, of course, but it was quite thrilling. Problem is, there's still no law in Primm. What are we to do the next time ruffians menace us and hold us hostage?
Aren't you the deputy?
Oh, no. I'm just the deputy, and I can't be a deputy without a sheriff. It's called chain of command. It should be someone brave like you, but more of a homebody. Someone who'll settle down and watch over us. I heard the powder gangers talking about someone in the prison named Myers who has some experience as a sheriff. He may be a good choice.
Like it's kind of funny that he's in prison, but he was a sheriff.
Not sure why they haven't helped out already.
Let's see. I'll bring law and order back to Primm.
Will. That's just marvelous.
Bounded too. Hey man, love to know. Keep it up. Thank you, man. I might have to put this one private because I did show off that video though.
You also may be able to convince that NCR guy across the road to take the town under his wing. Although martial law doesn't sound so fun.
Where my boy at?
Howdy.
Where's Nash Johnson at?
Hey, youngster.
We'll do all that next time. I need to buy something off of him. We'll grab some of this stuff here that I know I can make good healing items with. Six-shot revolver, huh? What else we got here? So I could sell him this incinerator.
Thanks.
Alright, boys, I think that's where we're going to stop at right now. Hope you guys enjoyed the first playthrough of this. We're going to do this every couple days until we complete the entire game and all the DLC. Thanks, everybody, for coming out to your boy. Thanks. A big thank you to Jack Emery for the $30. Thank you, Blackout, for the $20. Thank you, Bound 2. Thank you, Travis. Message redacted. Thank you, Blake. Thank you, Clear Equation, for the being a new sub. Thank you, HK, for the huge donations as well. Big ups to HK. You donate a lot. Thank you, NS, for donating as well. Thank you, Jack Campbell. Thank you, Fanatico, for the $20 donation. Thank you, Timo. Thank you, Lincoln Town Car, for being a new member. Thank you, Akita. Thanks, everybody, for coming out to the stream consistently. Hope you guys have a wonderful time, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace, people. Everybody have a good night. Sleep well. Stay safe.